All right, guys, welcome back. Abundant Fire, Astrology, and Tarot. Got another reading for y'all. Just wanted to look at some cards and damn, going through it. Cards for today. Ace of Cups. First off, right off the bat, that's a good place to start from, is it not? We'll get back to the meanings in a moment. But where we're at currently, right now, Seven of Cups. And hey, that's not great. That's not great at all. Doesn't feel good. Isn't good. Starts off from feeling good, but we'll get there. Next up, my buddy, my homie, my friend, Temperance. Love that. Love it when he comes up. And this always piques my interest, but this one, this one's got an interesting clarifier. Got the Eight of Swords, clarifying the temperance. Seems like in order to achieve harmony, we're gonna have to let go of some beliefs. But we'll get there. So let's take a look a little bit deeper at the cards and just kind of see what it's presented us with. First off, right up off the bat, we got the Ace of Cups. It's a beautiful card. That's, one, obviously, origin, beginning. Cups is water, emotions. This is a new beginning. It could be a romantic beginning. It could be a creative beginning. But it's a new, and the one of it all is that pure potential, that just really strong, this could really be anything, right? This could really be just so good, so powerful. Emotional renewal, or it could be a spiritual opening. This could be, a moment of clarity or a moment of levity within a contentious experience or a back and forth of sparring. But we got our Seven of Cups. We go from the one to the seven, right? Where we've gone from this potential to now we have like introspect. Seven is choices, illusions, scattered desires. If we look at the card again, we've got our guy on the beach and all the water and everything, the water behind him, the water flowing out, and all the different cups all flipped over and spilled. We got a little snake sliding around. There's a lot happening, and there's this energy of this illusion that there's desires, there's choices. Which of these seven is he going to pick back up? Where are you going to work with? What are you going to fix, right? So it's got this beginning of it all, and then the choices and the illusions, scattered desires, really right now in this moment, trying to figure out, is it how did we go from this like pure setup and this beginning energy to now? I mean, this is so much just confusion, just so much confusion. What the hell happened? And where's it going to go? What are we going to do with it, right? We've got water, water. We've got the emotional beginnings. This is also intuition. So this can be from a beginning of the idea to now we've transitioned into the confusion of the idea. Are we getting analysis paralysis? Are we looking at too many options? Are we trying to sort through too many variables that, it's the keep it simple, right? Is it gotten so complex? There's so many options where we really just need to focus on one, right? But coming up right around the corner, what's going to be the way out? How are we going to escape this mess? Bam, temperance. Love that. He's got such good balance and he comes up so often. You'd think I'd be better about talking about him. But with temperance is harmony, is balance, is taking these different energies, taking this intuitive energy, taking this confusion energy, and figuring out how do you balance it? What's the moderation? What's the integration? What from this current period of confusion, what's that pushing towards? Think of a filter, think of a water filter, think of a pool, right? It's hot as hell right now. Think of a pool, churning the water, turns the stuff up, right? So all the turmoil in this gets it going, gets the dirt flowing, get the blocks, break the blocks up, move the junk out, right? So there's this balance and moderation coming in to try to offset everything that's going on with this. And think of like just it's think of the analogy of a dirty cup. If you put some mud in a cup of water and you put the cup of water underneath a flowing source, eventually enough fresh water comes in. Enough fresh water comes in, it cleans what's in the cup, and what you're left with is purity. Oh, well, that even less comfortable, never mind. But regardless, coming out of temperance though is Eight of Swords. And that's not a fun spot to find this. This is really not a card I much enjoy, but it's really an interesting location for it to turn up. This with the eight, this is now we have air. We're going water, water, fire. Now we have air, and this is our mental restrictions. This is entrapment. This is self-limiting beliefs, self-imposed restrictions, mental restrictions. The swords, this mental energy. Another key point on the card, if you look at it, the figure is bound up in the mirror but not bound up in the real. So these are the self-limiting beliefs. These are the self-restricting, literal limitations that are blocking the balance and the integration and the achievement of harmony. So it was a good idea. There was a good start. This is a solid beginning. This is the beginning. But you fucked up and you made mistakes and things got away from you. And you can balance it and you compare it back and it's still winnable. All is not yet lost. It's not over yet, but damn, it's getting close. What needs to be abandoned? What has to go away? What has to be cut out? The eight of this, the eight is restriction. Four is completion. Eight is restriction. The eight of swords, restricted mind. What of the restricted mind is trapping you from sorting out the confusion and claiming the intuition and the inspiration of that initial spark, right? There's so much going on there, but there's a little heart, and we've got the little prayer pose, but with the heart in the middle, very much. Tippereth center, heart opening. This is a heart opening. This is a heart closer. So let's look at a couple other factors. Sorry to get a little heavy there, but to just look at a couple different factors of it, a few other ways of interpreting these cards. It's always fun that they tell the same story through so many different ways. But with the one of the Ace of Cups is obviously one, the Seven of Cups is a seven. We've got water, water. We've got temperance. Temperance breaks down as a five. That's dynamic change, that's very temperance. Temperance is that dynamic change. And then, of course, we just talked about Eight of Swords is that air energy, is the mental energy, and that's restriction. So it's pure potential, introspection, dynamic change, and balance with restriction. Where's that restriction sit? Where's that restriction come into play? Is it restriction needed? Is it restriction is the cause? It's not that surely temperance doesn't cause the restriction. That wouldn't be very temperate of it. Now, would it? So we have a little bit more looking at it to just break it down and pare it down slightly. It's the same flow, but if we look at the first two cards, our past card with the Ace of Cups, and then the current card with the confusion of the Seven of Cups. It's water and water, but going from pure intention, from heart opening, from that aspect into confusion, right? We go from pure intention to confusing desires. That doesn't sound that doesn't sound great at all. But this is fun. Okay, a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Spiritual integration is challenged by limiting beliefs. So that's the framing, and that's the way to take it. That's the best way. That's the way the cards lay it out. is that this, clarified by this, it isn't, it's not our typical clarification stack. It's that the hindrance to this is this. So conquering the Eight of Swords, conquering those self-limiting beliefs are what's blocking you from achieving the harmony and the balance of our homie temperance, right? I say it like it's so easy. Say it's you like it's not me. So thanks so much for stopping by. Love it. Love that you guys spend some time with me from time to time and just come and hang out and like, comment, subscribe. We're still working on a few other things. We're still working on a proper backdrop. We're still working on getting the white balance in, and obviously we're still working on sound. So again, just really appreciate your time and yeah, have a good one. Bye.